Welcome back for today's Monday Night Football pick video play for September 24th, 2018. And this one talking about this match between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Going to give our lean on where we see the better value on the over-under. That total relatively high here at about 54 points. Not a big surprise to see this kind of total with these two teams going head-to-head given the results that they've both shown through the first 2 weeks of action. So we have the Pittsburgh Steelers, who are 0-1-1 overall. A disappointment to be sure because Pittsburgh came in to each of their first two contests favored. They went on to tie the Browns on the road, and then this past week, it was a competitive match of very high scoring. Pittsburgh came up short at home to the Kansas City Chiefs by a final of 37-42. So a very high scoring game there. And in terms of their offensive production, the Steelers, we got some big numbers out of Roethlisberger against that Kansas City defense. He went on to throw for 452 yards, 3 touchdowns to 0 interceptions. The ground game was almost a non-factor as Pittsburgh was trying to catch up throughout the course of that game after going down 0-21 in the first quarter, picking up just 33 yards and 2 touchdowns on 13 carries. And then defensively against the Chiefs, giving up 326 yards and 6 touchdowns through the air to Patrick Mahomes, as well as 127 yards on 25 carries with that KC ground game. So today, Pittsburgh, they're going to try to have a defensive bounce back after what was a really bad performance last year. Probably easier said than done against a Tampa Bay team that's actually gotten off to a really strong 2-0 start, coming through with wins against teams that were in the playoffs last year. The Buccaneers beat the Saints on the road by a final of 48-40, so the total in that one hitting 88 points. And then this past week, taking down the Eagles at home by a final of 27-21, so the total in that one hit 48 points. But solid offensive showings from the Buccaneers in each of those cases. This past week against the Philadelphia Eagles, Fitzpatrick, the quarterback for Tampa Bay, has stepped up and been a tremendous resource for them. Last week against the Eagles, he threw for 402 yards and 4 touchdowns on just 33 pass attempts. So really strong stuff there from Fitzpatrick. Then also defensively, the Buccaneers giving up a lot of yardage through the air, 334 yards to Nick Foles, and then also 91 yards on the ground. So both in terms of the offenses and defenses of these respective teams, it's a situation where you'd probably expect a pretty high-scoring game. So with all that being the case, even though the total is pretty high here at 54 points, we're still going to go ahead, side with the over as the better value play. If you agree, give the video a thumbs up. Disagree, give it a thumbs down. Check out all of our picks over at stumpthespread.com. Link down in the video description. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, and we hope to see you guys back here for future videos.